Hi and welcome to Yellow Frog TV. My name is Satvik. I hope all of you guys are doing really well during this festive season. We are at the turn of the year and a lot of crypto holders and enthusiasts have been looking forward to 2022 as it does seem to be a very promising year for a lot of cryptocurrencies and it could possibly making a lot of people very rich. The best part about this is even if you are a beginner, even if you haven't started investing or trading in cryptocurrencies, you're still not too late to hop on and begin your crypto journey right now. Remember that anything that I do say on this channel is strictly educational and for entertainment purposes only. It is not financial advice of any means. So what you do with your money is absolutely up to you. Please do keep that in mind. Whilst you're new to cryptocurrencies, a few things may seem to be a little confusing and hard to understand. You may have a lot of questions, doubts and dilemmas running in your head, which is very common and natural. Because there's always the fear of the unknown, and when you are trying to learn something for the very first time and if it is difficult to understand, it might frighten you. But don't let this frighten you enough that it makes you run away from the crypto market, because that may end up making you lose out on a lot for your future. So I will try my best to cover a lot of these common questions and doubts and dilemmas that you may have on this channel. But on today's video, we're going to start off with talking about how is the price of a cryptocurrency determined. So let's quickly get started. So how is the price of a cryptocurrency determined? Now, most economic students would have got this well before any of us ever did. So in simple words, the price of a cryptocurrency is determined by the basic economic law of supply and demand. Now let me just expand this a little bit. Firstly, remember that all cryptocurrencies are traded in a market, and you have access to this market through your investing and trading platforms. So now, when there is someone willing to sell their cryptocurrency at a certain price that someone else is willing to buy the same cryptocurrency, that's when a transaction takes place. And the price that this transaction takes place at is the price of the cryptocurrency. So that's basically how the price of a cryptocurrency is determined. It's pretty simple. So now let's just get this into understanding. Most cryptocurrencies have their circulating supply in the millions, and each of these cryptocurrencies have holders, if not in the millions, in the thousands. So now there's a lot of transactions taking place, a lot of trading taking place with most of these cryptocurrencies. Let's take an XYZ cryptocurrency, for example, which is priced at $100. The reason it's priced at $100 is because the last transaction that took place with this cryptocurrency was when there was a buyer and a seller who conducted a transaction at the price of $100. So if the price is to go higher, the reason the price is at a higher level is because at that price there was a buyer and a seller who conducted a transaction. So that's just basically how the price of a cryptocurrency is determined. There are two factors that drive the price of a cryptocurrency to go higher. One would be a decrease in supply and another would be an increase in demand. Now you may wonder, how can the supply of a cryptocurrency decrease? Now there are indeed a few ways how this can happen. One of them would be when the tokens get destroyed. Let's say a few people who store their crypto tokens on hardware wallets forget the pins to their hardware wallets or even lose their hardware wallets. Now the tokens that were on these hardware wallets are now completely erased from the circulating supply in the market. And the same goes when there is also a term called burn, where the issuers of the cryptocurrency destroy their tokens by themselves. Now this way they are reducing the supply on purpose in hopes that in the future the token will have a higher price. Also, when there are long-term holders. When long-term holders hold on to the cryptocurrency for many years without any movement, no trading, no selling, nothing. That way these tokens are again taken out of the circulating supply of these tokens in the market. Another way that the supply of a cryptocurrency can decrease is when it gets harder to mine them. Now cryptocurrencies are mined in different ways, and that's how these tokens come out in supply for us to buy, sell and trade them. So when there is a lot of the tokens to be mined, there is going to be a lot coming out and there's going to be a lot of these tokens out in supply. But at the same time, if the total number of crypto tokens that have been created have already been mined, or they're coming to an end where they're all going to be mined. Now in that situation, the number of tokens that are going to be in supply are going to be extremely scarce. Now let's look at a few reasons for why there would be an increase in demand for a cryptocurrency. Now the utility or the use case of a cryptocurrency would most likely be the primary factor or key point why investors would buy into the project, because a project that has a better use case or utility would certainly flourish more than a cryptocurrency that has no use case. Another would be hype. Now when you look at a token like Dogecoin, when Elon Musk came and tweeted about the token skyrocketed. The reason being, someone like Elon Musk coming and talking about a crypto like Dogecoin is certainly going to create hype, and a lot of people came and bought into the project, even though it had absolutely no use case. So hype can be another reason why it could increase the demand of a cryptocurrency. And other would be when there is a low transaction fee. Now a lot of us transact our cryptocurrency from exchange to exchange, from wallet to wallet, and while we're doing that, we choose to do it with the cryptocurrencies that have the lowest transaction fee. Now you would obviously choose a cryptocurrency that has a lesser transaction fee than a higher transaction fee. So those cryptocurrencies that have a lower transaction fee will be used more for transactions rather than the ones that have a higher transaction fee. So that is another reason why a demand of a cryptocurrency can increase. One more would be ease of access. Now not everyone have access to all the wallets or all the exchanges. People use a certain few. So when a cryptocurrency is launched or released, if it isn't listed on many exchanges, then the number of people who can buy it will be lesser. So the lesser access to the cryptocurrency will obviously give you lesser demand. More access, more demand, pretty basic on that. And then other would be when people start accepting the cryptocurrency as payments. Now let's talk about, I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about Shiba Inu, and Shiba Inu is being used as payments and being accepted as payments in many parts of the world. So when something like this happens, it is a huge step for the crypto community on a whole. So when a cryptocurrency is being accepted as payments right now, a few more years down the line, you could expect it to be used even more extensively, and at that point of time the price could be way higher than it is right now. So investors who think alike are going to jump into the project right now rather than later. Now that could also increase the demand of the cryptocurrency. So with that, I hope you guys have a better understanding of how the price of a cryptocurrency is determined. And as I must, if you did enjoy this video, please do like and comment on it, and also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and also do hit the bell icon to be notified every time I do post a video on here. And it also does help the YouTube algorithm in pushing the videos to more viewers. So thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. See you guys soon, and you take care.